Hello everybody and welcome to Chatmate. My name is Niels and today I would like to show you the third episode of the Paul Morphy series on his channel. Today Morphy plays against James McConnell. He was a lawyer from New Orleans and a good friend of the Morphy family. And in this game Morphy has the black pieces, as you can see, and James has the white pieces. And the game starts off with the move e4. We have e5, f4, e takes f4, and knight f3. Morphy goes for g5, it's also the main line today, and bishop c4, going for this nice diagonal and aiming at that weak f2 pawn. And Morphy goes for a nice developing move, just bishop g7, nicely controlling the dark squares on this board. It's a good move, and now we have d3. And I think this move is a bit unambitious, because white had the chance to go d4, just go for the full center. That's, I think, one of the main reasons we play the King's Gambit, so you can get this full center. But white decides to go for d3. And after h6, nicely protecting his pawn, we have castles and knight f6, excuse me. And in this position, e5 is possible, just attacking this knight. But after knight h7, or even going back to g8, black is fine in this position, and the game continues. But white didn't go for e5. Instead, white went for c3. And I'm not really sure why, or what this move even accomplishes. I think he played it to just block off this bishop's diagonal, but it's a bit too slow in my opinion. It also takes away the square from the knight, and it just doesn't develop a piece. And let's see how Morphy reacts to this move. And Morphy went for b5, and it's a really ambitious move. He attacks the bishop, and the bishop takes the pawn. And after c6, again attacking the bishop and c4, bishop c4, we have d5, just again attacking the bishop in the center. So we have e takes d5, e takes d5, and now a nice in-between move, Zwischenzug, just Qe2 check. And so you can't take the bishop because you're in check. That's why Morphy went for bishop e6, nicely blocking the check. And now that the bishop could be taken, just bishop b3, retrieving the bishop. And we have castles and d4. Now white finally goes for d4, but it's a bit too late and it's a bit too slow, because now also this e4 square is weak and Morphy just goes for it, knight e4. Now we have bishop c2, just attacking the knight, and Morphy defends it. So just building up a nice center, reinforcing the knight, and we have knight b to d2, just developing. We have knight c6, also just developing. And now James played a move that I don't understand, and that's the move c4. Okay, I think it just attacks the center, the pawn of black on d5, but in moving this pawn away from c3, you just relinquish the you grasp on the d4 square. So before, this pawn was basically defended 2 times by the knight and the pawn. Now it's just defended once by this knight, and it's attacked twice by the knight and this bishop. So no Morphy even has the luxury of choosing which way he wants to take, and he takes with the bishop. So we have bishop takes d4 with check. White just blundered a pawn for basically nothing. And now we have knight takes and knight takes. So what's the situation now? We have this massive center for black, and the knight attacks the queen and the bishop, so you have to defend. James goes for queen d3, just nicely protecting his bishop on c2. And now we have a very, very good move, and that's queen b6. Just going for this long diagonal towards the king, preparing all sorts of discoveries with the knight. So that's why James steps out of it. Just going off the diagonal, keeping the king safe for now. And let's see how Morphy reacts. So we have the move knight takes c2, just taking the bishop. And after queen takes c2, we have the move knight f2 with check. And now James went for king G1. And in this position, I would ask you to find the winning idea for black. It's an amazing sequence, and yeah, just try to find it. So the move that you had to find and the sequence that you had to find was knight h3 with double check. So you cannot take the knight, if you're wondering. So we have king h1, and now another striking move, queen g1 with check. So you have to take the queen with the rook. You can't take it with the king because the knight is protecting the queen. So we have rook takes, and now the final move, knight f2 with checkmate. The king gets smothered in the corner on h1. The king can't move to any square, and this knight cannot be taken, so it's officially checkmate on h1. So I hope you enjoyed this little game, this nice, short game of Morphy. It shows you that Morphy was really an exceptional player and reacted well to these blunders, and also finding this nice idea. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next one. See you.